Comment ça va? That means how you doing? Me? I'm Tinu, and this here is Cajun Craftastrophe. So today, we're gonna create some custom Christmas lettering for under your tree. We're gonna get our Photoshop on, slice, dice, get in a quick workout for our hands, do some sculpting, use a pair of scissors without hurting ourselves, learn a few new fancy tricks, slap on some texture, carve like we know what we're doing, bust out the power tools, eliminate boredom, paint at a supersonic speed, build a bomb that's not gonna hurt anyone, and maybe you can end up with something like this. That'll make you the king of Christmas. Also, bonus alert, if we have time, things might get a little crazy. Oh yeah. Bon matin. That means good morning. Okay, here we are in Photoshop, and we're gonna get some letters on here, type out the words we want. Now I know you might not have Photoshop, not everybody has this, but if you type in, not Christmas, if you type in top 10 alternatives to Photoshop, I'm gonna write Craftastrophe. P-H-E. You're gonna find so many different programs that you can use. So let's select this letter, and we're gonna put a different font, or at least I am, on every letter because I have no consistency and I want to prove once and for all that I never did. Now, if you look at this H here, we got a problem. What is it? Well, all these letters have to stand on the ground. They're going to be freestanding, and the shadow here is, boy, it's really messing things up, huh? So we got to delete that, delete, and we're going to fill it, see that, so it's solid, and we're going to get rid of this too. Now, you really want to think these kind of things through when doing crafts, because you want to keep the tears to a minimum. Delete. Now, I'm going to write out the word Craftastrophe and give it the same treatment. Yeah. Got my letters, I'm printing them out. That's my bum. Okay, let's cut this Sculpey up. This makes it easier to handle and smash together. You see how it's slick? That's baby oil, which conditions the clay. Now, I got these two boards set up so that I got a general idea of how thick these letters are gonna be. So let's turn this over. I don't want to get oil all up in this paper because polymer clay, it has some oil in it. And you don't want that getting everywhere. That's the old Tinu that would do something like that. Me, I've been working on myself. I'm gonna get this thick like the board. See that? Professional. So I'm gonna write the letter out as I finish each one of these before I end up with a bunch of pink squares that I have no idea what the heck is going on.
I'm gonna speed up this part. I'm gonna speed up this part. And then when I'm editing, I know I will. What?
Christmas. Now we're gonna transfer this letter C by using some water. Get it real wet. Place it face down on the Sculpey. You want to press it in really, really good. You think you done it enough, but you didn't. Oh, look at that. Boom. Tinu, are you seriously going to cut each letter out one by one? Get the blade going. Well, yeah, of course. What else would we be doing here? You got to go slow, though. This is the trick to this. You don't want to distort the clay. Something tells me I'm going to be really good at this by the time I'm finished. This is only the first letter. One thing that might ease your mind here is that if you really mess up with the blade, you could just tell people that you're still customizing your letters. You're not finished. I gotta get my Cajun Zen on for this. Here we go. There we go. You can clearly see it's still attached. So I'm trying to earn your trust, and this letter looks like it barely survived a shark attack. But that's okay. Watch, we're gonna fix that. So while I'm working on this part here, you might not notice, but my wife, she paints, and she did a Christmas painting. This painting right here, it's called Season's Greetings, and you can tell that by the title. And that's Mr. Bingle, and he wears oven mitts and probably scares children. And that's the Maison Blanche building. That was a department store in New Orleans. It says so right there. That's my wife, Magwire. Anyway, watch this. I love these snowy trees in the back. Oh yeah, that really feels like Christmas to me. So season's greetings to you. H. H. Remember, press it firmly, but don't mess up your clay. Oh yeah. Ta-da. Now for some of y'all out there who got the OCD real bad like me, welcome to paradise. For everybody else, it's new. Is it hard to cut the inside of those letters out like that? Oh, the long answer is yes. Yes. Editor's note. So if you building these letters and you film yourself, and then afterwards you cut it together with a bunch of jump cuts like I just did, then it feels like you barely did any work at all.
Tinu, what are you doing now?
I'm making some Christmas letters for under the tree.
You are aware that you can just get that at the store, right? Instead of wasting your time?
I'm not wasting my time. I like doing this.
Oh, but the ones you can buy at the store? You should see that. They're real pretty. They got glitter and things.
I do not want to buy letters. I want to make letters.
Well, I can tell just by the tone of your voice that my help is not welcome here.
Daddy, I designed these letters, I built these letters, and now I can paint them any color I want, even glitter. It's customized.
Oh, I see. Customized. Like the time you customized my riding lawnmower with the flames and the pinstripes? Boy, the neighbors got a good laugh out of that one. Hey, Claude, watch out. Your lawnmower's on fire. Hey, Claude, you coming in too fast.
That was epic.
Oh, yeah, epic. Gerald Brunet's son stopped, both him and his girlfriend. He pumped the horn at me like a maniac and then asked me if I wanted to drag race. Boy, they thought that was funny. Then he peeled out and sprayed me with oyster shells. I was picking that up out the yard for a week. Customized. Boy.
M. Now this letter's got some serious problems, and it needs some reinforcement. I'm just putting a toothpick through it. Boy, you gotta go slow, or it's gonna be a disaster. I use these to keep it separated and provide a little temporary support. I am not going to win any sculpting awards with this. Okay, just stay calm. A lot of letters to go. Bacon bond. Christmas. Okay, now we're gonna experiment with some different textures. You can try all kinds of different tools. Get different textures. Get crazy. It don't matter. It's up to you what you like. So since I did the first word in Sculpey, a lot of these letters need some reinforcement. Like this T, for example. This is going to make it much stronger. I want to push even. Take your time, slow and easy. So this is the style of texture that I'm going to go with for these letters. Okay, here's a little problem you might run into. See, that stands up, and this one stands up. But this letter I here, that is never gonna stand up because of physics. Give this a slow and even push. Slow. There you go. Well, somebody's ready to bake some letters. You want to put that at 275. Come on. For the record, these do not taste good. Okay, for the word craftastrophe, I'm gonna use a totally different compound. This is Aves Apoxie Sculpt. This is by far the strongest stuff I've ever used as far as a clay goes. Now it works a little differently in that it's a 2-part mixture and you have a window of time to work with it. Approximately an hour and a half to 2 hours, so it has a different feel and you have to approach the sculpting in a different way, or at least I have to. But I love this stuff. I love it for certain projects. Now, you don't have to weigh out your Apoxie Sculpt, but I find for large projects, it helps me. 73. What? So I forgot to mention something very, very important about the Apoxie Sculpt. And guess what? I forgot to film it. So don't worry, I've already beaten myself up over it. Anyway, so I went outside and filmed my tree. But with the inkjet prints, it's not going to transfer to the Apoxie Sculpt like it does the Super Sculpey. So you got to use a different technique to get your letters on there. This technique is called a pounce transfer. Pounce it. You simply pushing a pin through paper. I'm gonna pull it. Sticky. I shouldn't have wet the paper. Oh my God, look at this. This is a grade A disaster. Oh, great. Now it's stuck to the board. Come over here, you. Oh boy, I have royally screwed this. R. R stands for keep you freaking cool even though you just destroyed one of your letters. Pounds. 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 Okay, this is coming off better. Doesn't look that great, but it's working. Okay, this right here is the bomb. Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. Okay, so this letter right here has been drying about 3 hours. So it's getting pretty hard, but that's part of the beauty of Apoxie Sculpt. Now on these letters, I'm not going all the way through like I did on the other ones. I'm trying something different. See, we're just gonna carve a bit of it out. Try to get it all to the same depth. Slow. Sometimes my anger helps me get through these parts, like this right there. I'm just joking. We're learning the art of patience here. Oh, Tinu, I thought we were learning crafts. Oh, you're getting a 2-for-1. I'm just using a small chisel right now. This is my little flat emery board. And this emery board, this little file, it's got a very sharp point. It helps you get in that detail. We are making some progress. Now these letters right here need some serious work and refinement. Gonna smooth things out. Make it pretty. Stand for the T. Now what is going on here? I wrote this on here for safety, but these two words are not spelled the same. I don't want to point fingers, but half my life is made up of fixing the mistakes that the other half did. But look at that. Crafting tips by Tinu. Alright, to the oven. Alright, while this stuff is baking, why don't we go to the shed and sand the other letters. Oh my god, Tinu, listen to that racket. I don't want to have to hear this. I'm starting to lose faith in this whole tutorial. What? Well, let's add some soothing music.
It's fun to eat supper with your family, especially when there is good food on the table. Aren't you feeling well, Bill? Aren't you hungry? Father is certainly enjoying his supper, but there's still something wrong, isn't there, Bill? What can be the matter?
Hey, Tinu, apparently there's no money in the budget for music on these things. That's because you spent it all on that fancy belt sander. Well, I want to make these Christmas letters, but I'm not made of money. Well, paya, we're gonna go low tech. Go check your old crafting supplies and make sure you got a large can of elbow grease. This is one of my favorite wire tricks. Just fold that up. Put one side in the drill, the other side in the vise. God, wasa, isn't that beautiful? It's the fuse for my bomb. Okay, while I remove some of this texture from the bomb, I gotta tell y'all, in all honesty, I tried making that fuse 3 different times, so don't give up if things get rough. Wow. Now we're gonna paint, and this is gonna help us avoid disaster. I'm using some airbrush paint, which I love, and it's real soupy, so it goes on fast. Look at that, we're speeding around the curves. Now for this, I got my little foam brush. That's perfect for this kind of detail. Can really get in there. Right on the tip. I decided to paint every other letter a different color. Look at that red, it's beautiful. And if you break something, like I always do, you can fix it. Like I said, that Super Sculpey is not that strong. So I just put some glue on it and a little bit of wire, extra wire. And look at that. Boy, we're getting freaking close. But we got one more thing left to do. Add the fuse to my bomb. Actually, I just remembered we got another thing left to do. I gotta transfer this ruler onto my T. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm practicing because this is stressing me out. Oh, boy. Come on. Okay, I'm going to be straight up honest here. I could not get a good camera angle because this was all too tricky and nerve-wracking. So I know you don't want to watch a bunch of footage of my hand, but I finally got it. I did it. What a relief. And just like that, we the envy of the entire neighborhood for Christmas. I'm sure you were smart and only did like your initials or something and not 22 letters of the alphabet like I did. But I'm sure it still looks beautiful under your tree. So send me some pictures, huh? If you do this, I'd love to see them. Me, I got a self-driving car for Christmas. You don't even need to put your hands on the wheel. Oh, yeah. My bad. Boy, that's something, huh? Get you get